This patient was referred to me for endodontic treatment of tooth number 5. As you can see, there's a crown on the tooth and recurrent decay into the pulp. Now, do you think this tooth has 1 or 2 canals? Well, you kind of can see 1 and 2, but one more angulation. You don't need to take a CBCT. One more angulation, radiographic angulation of your PA, and there it is. 1 and 2. So it has 2 canals, and you can see the decay here again. So we went ahead, went through the crown, cleaned out all the decay, rebuilt the missing walls, and take a look at the post-op. And here it is. 2 root canals. And as you can see, everything went beautifully. We went ahead and temporized the tooth and referred the patient back to his dentist. For the permanent restoration, the dentist will cut the crown off, the existing crown, cut the crown off and rebuild the tooth and put a new crown on the tooth for the patient. Excellent. By the way, this patient is 84 years old. 84. Take a look at this. What is that? That's tooth number 8. Okay, tooth number 8. And this is a silver point. We use silver points instead of, well, we didn't have gutta percha then, and we used to use silver points. This root canal must have been done, I'm guessing, the patient's 84 years old. This root canal must have been done probably 60 years ago, plus, more than 60 years ago. And you can see, perfect root canal. That's a silver point. That's literally a silver wire. And that's a cast post core. So when I say don't focus so much on obturation material, people keep asking me, what kind of technique do you use for obturation? Technique of obturation really doesn't matter. What kind of sealer do you use? Really, sealer kind doesn't matter. What kind of sealer doesn't matter. Is thermofill better than the gutta percha? Is warm vertical better than cold lateral? All of those questions regarding obturation, people emphasize so much on obturation. I wish they had put all that emphasis on irrigation. Irrigation, instrumentation to working length, irrigation with 6% sodium hypochlorite, activation, sonic and ultrasonic, or both together. Those are important. Obturation, I'm not saying obturation is not important, but people put so much emphasis on obturation because it looks good on the x-ray. It's, it shows their work. They can show it off. But in reality, irrigation is the most important part of the root canal therapy. Endodontics in general. So the material used, type of sealer, all of that stuff really doesn't matter. You can even not obturate. You can not obturate. You can just skip obturation as long as you disinfected the canal properly or canals properly. They're bacteria free. You don't even need to obturate. I'm not saying that don't obturate, but what I'm saying is that some clinicians put so much emphasis on obturation and not so much so on prior steps. I wish they put more emphasis, more energy on their instrumentation shaping and their irrigation, And of course, obturation is part of endodontics. Obturation is fine too. Do good solid obturation as well, but don't get so consumed by the final step and skip steps prior to obturation.